Hi, and welcome to the You Can't Save Anyone podcast. I'm Suwon Weaver, and this is Yoshihara. We're two comedians talking about whatever we want.
But we can't save anyone, including you. Yes.
We have to do it. More
Yes.
of us.
More.
More. Nicer to ourselves.
Yes. Yes. I'm great.
I'm great. Yes.
Yes. We learned that from your mom. I'm the best. I'm great. Great.
That's so true.
Yes.
But I never did it until now. So
Ah,
yeah, you're right. My mom, she's
Yes.
the expert.
yes.
I'm the best.
I'm the best. So lucky. I'm so lucky.
I did everything right.
Right? Everybody did it wrong.
Yeah. Doesn't matter what everybody did. I did it right.
Yes. As long as I did it right.
That's all
Doesn't
that
matter.
that's all I need to know. That's all the
Mhm.
kids need to know.
Yes.
She did it right. She
Yes.
did her best.
Exactly.
That's good to do it like that.
Yes. Yes. All right. So we're talking about the school shootings.
Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah.
So sad.
So sad. You know what? It's just, I was reading this today. It's just parents are so fucked up.
Oh, in that school?
The shooter's parents.
Oh. You know they arrested the dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dad had more of charges than him, I think.
Yeah. Oh, so why do you say they're fucked up? I didn't see that.
Okay, so mom, first of all, they're divorced. And then mom is there's shooter's mother, how do you say Marcee, Marcy,
Yeah.
has a history of drug related arrests.
Oh.
And yeah, and the father is now facing legal blah 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 yeah. And then I was reading other articles. So mom is a drug addict, also alcoholic, and then she just often like found and passed out, and then also and him never saw and this boy and then his sister, they were locked out and they were banging the back door of the house and crying, saying, "Mom, mom, mom." Yeah, and then neighbor said one time the daughter came to their house and asked for food. So basically, those kids, they were neglected. So one of his father's charges like child cruelty, I think, or neglected.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
God, that's so. You know what? Now it makes sense because I think people that have parents that are abusive like that, it creates a kid that's going to be so like a
Yeah.
disaster.
Yeah, what he did was so wrong, but their parents, I think, created him
Yeah.
out of it. Yeah,
I heard part of the interview. It's like the dad, I guess the FBI came to their house and they interviewed them, and the dad was like, he talks so like he sounded very convincing. Like, oh, we just go hunting, and I just want him to know about gun safety, and if he ever said anything bad, then I wouldn't allow that. And it's like, yeah, but you bought the gun for your kid.
yeah, that's bullshit because I think a social worker or some authority went to talk to him and about his son, and because his son was telling people that he's gonna shoot up school, so somebody reported. So the authority went to talk to his dad, and so he knew his son was talking about it. Then 1 month later, he bought a gun and gave it to him as a Christmas gift. So he is not
Yeah, he's guilty.
innocent. He's super guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know when we're just gonna get tired of this shit, like with in the
Yeah.
United States. Like why do we want to like it doesn't going all the way back to Sandy Hook, really, like I really thought for sure at that time, because what they were white, like
Mm-hmm.
all those, and they were in elementary school in Connecticut. It's like this is like I thought for sure at this time, okay, they're gonna have to change some laws. There's no way. But I don't know, it's like honestly, like it's of course we just expect Republicans to do that same, like to not change. But I feel like Democrats didn't hit them hard enough.
Yeah. I think it's why it is so hard to do background check. Just do a background check. If this guy has the addiction or criminal records, you don't sell guns to the person.
Yeah. Well, it's just because our country's so fucked up. All we care about is, well, they love fear. Our country loves fear. So they love to make people go like, oh, Democrats are going to take your guns. And they love to make people feel scared, because if all of a sudden some crazy mob of black and brown people rush the house, all those folks have guns. Like, I think that's really it.
Yeah. Gun is so easily, like the access to gun is so easy in this country. And I heard that you can even buy it from the internet.
I'm sure.
And then you can just, I don't know, they meet up to get it, or I don't know.
They sell
But,
them at like Walmart and like this, like stores. Like you can just go to a store.
and then they don't do background check?
I don't. Well, I mean, I've never bought a gun, so I don't know.
Or
But
I never, that's crazy. You need, or at least they need a license, proper license, and a background check, and criminal history.
I mean, it seems so simple, at
Yeah,
least. And also, no more AR gun, no
yeah,
automatic rifles. Like that doesn't make sense. That's not for
yeah,
hunting. You don't machine gun down a deer. It's
yeah. So it's like a lazy way to hunt. I mean,
no, people don't use those for hunting. They don't. That's only for killing people. I think.
yeah,
I believe. So then what's? It's just like, when is this madness? When are people gonna stop being so afraid, and
yeah,
and stop hating? That's the thing. Is like the people are real haters in this country.
yeah. And then why it's always happening to white kids, I mean, why white kids do it?
Right. It's really a white kids.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Well, if they're like, okay, so I don't wonder if that kid was on depression medicine. Okay, I heard this, that people who take depression medication, and I'm not against depression medicine,
Yeah.
but apparently it suppresses your empathy in your body. So, like, yeah.
Oh. So
So,
like I turn into a sociopath.
yes.
The side effects is a sociopath.
I mean, I think a possibility is there.
Wow. Because also I know that antidepressant causes and the side effects is suicidal. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I'm not depressed. I'm going to kill myself.
Yeah. It's like, so when you're really, really depressed, it's a bottom. You can't not do anything. You don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
And then we take some antidepressant and you feel a little better and okay, I can do something. And then that's the part is the dangerous when you go up a little bit
Oh.
and then do some, okay, want to do something. And then I think they will attempt suicide or commit suicide.
Have you ever taken
Yeah.
depression medicine?
No, but my sister did. So
Mm.
I know, yeah, that's how my sister had taken antidepressants for years, but she didn't like the feeling of numbness and she couldn't feel sick. She feels so dolled up and it couldn't feel and make her very drowsy. So
Yeah.
she didn't like it. So when she gets a little better, she quit. But if you don't keep taking it, it's the body just doesn't affect as much. So you have to take more.
Oh.
If you always quit and then start again. So yeah. And then, but last before she passed, she was taking it for a while. And then she snapped one day. And then she took antidepressant for like 20 pills at once. And then she got high from it and then she walked into the water. So she drowned. Yeah. So yeah. But I think it happened in Japan. So I think you can overdose from antidepressant, like the Japanese antidepressant, because I don't think they're strong enough.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I heard, if I'm mistaken, yeah.
How are the guns in Japan?
Oh,
Like,
we are not allowed to have that.
nobody can have guns.
No.
Not even the Yakuza?
Yeah, so I think they have, but it's so rare
Yeah, yeah.
to someone shoot. Uh, you know, shooting is very rare. Oh, the former prime minister got killed and by gun shooting, but the guy he literally made it. He he was a former, I think, a navy or military guy, and he because we couldn't we he can't buy a gun in Japan, so he created his own gun. He's a pretty smart guy, and then he just shot him. It's
Oh.
his yeah. That's how hard it is to get guns in Japan. But it's America. It's already, you know, I don't think it's hard to just completely take away from people.
Yeah, because people like Fox News and stuff, they make people feel afraid. Like if
Yeah.
someone's, they, you know what this is what I heard so many times.
Uh,
If you take away the guns, the bad guys still have guns. That's what they say. That's why they don't want to take away the guns because they feel like, oh, well then all the good people don't have guns, only the bad. And who are they thinking are the bad guys? The bad guys are gang members or poor people. And who do they think are poor? They think that black people are poor.
people who live in trailer park or poor area, seems like a lot of people they have guns.
People on trailer parks.
Yeah, but it's because, you know, also poor white people, they have guns.
It's
It's
nuts.
not it's not only, poor people of color.
Of course.
And so I think more poor whites have more guns and they kill each other too a lot.
Yeah, but they don't talk about that.
They don't talk about that. Yeah, they don't talk about that because yeah, white it's
Ah,
white.
so nuts. Speaking of that, White Lives Matter. Well, how can they say that?
Yeah,
How can anybody say White Lives Matter?
this is the
Ah,
this is the crazy. They wish they were the Kanye and then this one.
exactly.
They wish they were white.
So bad. So
They
hard.
wanna be white so bad.
Yeah,
Okay,
especially Candace.
yes. The during COVID, the Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter was saying that it's not that Black Matter, Black lives are Black Lives Matter more than other race. No, they were not saying that. Black Lives Matter also matters like equally.
Yeah,
That's what they were saying. But white people thought, oh, what about white lives matter? White lives. It's like you guys already have rights and all the privileges. just black people asking for the equal.
Yeah, honestly,
Okay.
my opinion about that is the people who start that campaign, the campaign that says white lives matter, they know that it's not like they know that black lives matter doesn't mean only black lives matter. That's a
Uh-huh.
different statement. They know that. They start white lives matter because they are preying on the poor white people who can get confused
Mhm.
about Black Lives Matter.
Uh,
They know that it doesn't mean only Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter, of course, had to come because they're shooting black people
yeah.
indiscriminately.
Yes.
And then they
Yes.
say white lives matter. They only say that as a it's like it's like the logic is designed to confuse people on purpose. Of course white lives matter. Duh, like you said. Like we know
They
all lives
all
actually
lives.
matter.
But it's so funny. I was watching a TikTok, and then the interviewer was asking this older white guy, and then and he said, "Hey, white lives matters. Yes, white lives matter. Black lives matter." And then the white guy said, "All lives matter." He just couldn't say Black lives matter. That white guy, boomers, he couldn't say it. He couldn't say Black lives matter.
I mean that's so telling. That's it right
Mm-hmm.
there. You can't say it
You can
because
say it. You can say, "Oh, all lives matter." That shows that they don't care about Black lives.
right.
Yeah, yeah, and it's so sad to see Kanye and Candace when they're selling out, their own people.
I feel like with Kanye, he is almost like kind of like his little brain is special. And
Mm-hmm.
I see him, I feel like this is what he's doing. He doesn't want to just play into the narrative
Mm-hmm.
that all black people think this way. This is, if you're black, you must be a Democrat. If you're black, you must think this way. I think he's trying to be like, I'm black and I'm an individual, so I'm gonna fuck with people and be like, no, all lives matter. White lives matter. And it's like, well, you don't do that. You're being an idiot. But
Yeah,
Candace Owen, on the other hand, she's another story.
yeah, she is a whole another level. But she got fired from the company, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody
so
would be sick of her ass.
she's crazy. But I think it's also Kanye. What's his name now? He's like
Ye, ye or
Yi.
yay,
So
yay,
he sounds like a Chinese person's name. Like he's turning to Chinese.
right? He's Bernice Yay.
Yeah. Yay. Oh yeah. So the same last name. Yay. Yeah.
He's Asian.
He's Asian now.
Asian lives matter.
But the ones that like a model minority kind
Oh
of
God.
we Asians were white people say we are model minority because we are kissing ass of white people.
Hmm.
So that's why they talk shit about other people of color, but Asians we always kissing white people's ass. That's why they say, "Oh, you guys are
I
good
don't.
minority."
I don't think that's why they say it.
That's the meaning, the subtext, because they white people. That's because they consider Asians as Caucasian.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of white people, but when people are losing numbers, they trying to include Asians, especially East Asians, lighter skin. They try to include us as a Caucasian.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
even though like we went to which school, uh, Washington. I forgot the school, but they included students number white and Asian together, and then the other minorities separate. It's just yeah, and then
Oh.
we were on a TikTok. We were calling out that we're not white, you know.
See,
Yeah,
okay, I thought model minority was because Asian people tend to have a higher economic situation and because like the crime level is whatever, I don't know the actual statistics, but I was thinking that they believe this, right? They don't believe that we're like a threat in crimes.
so that's another stereotype because the truth is 60% of Asian population in America is below poverty.
Yeah, no, I mean it's of course it's a
So
stereotype, but
stereotype. So stereotype is like people who are academically excelling Asians. Yes, there were a lot because they were raised by Taiwan moms and all that. But they a lot of kids who like I don't know their first generation or second generation, the American born kids, they a lot of them go to school and then they grow up poor because they're immigrant parents, but they didn't but people see them rich.
right.
And then they were like, no, we're not rich. We just studied hard, you know? So, but they get good jobs and all that. So, but underneath, they were supporting poor family too. And then one of the, what's his name? PK was saying one time, like, yeah, a lot of Asians are actually super poor.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
Yeah, well, me too. I mean, we grew up with very little money. I felt like we were the poorest ones in our neighborhood. Or
Mm,
like when I lived in Canoga Park, and then when we lived in Newbury Park when we moved out there, my mom made good decisions. She was the
yeah,
best.
yeah. She's best. Yes, she was the best.
She was.
I
This
just
is the
fix it up.
best. I'm the
Yes,
best.
I'm the best.
So I'm gonna get the house.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but I feel like it was so tight. Everything was tight. We didn't have money when I was growing up. It wasn't my dad? I don't think he ever made more than 50,000 a year. Just ever.
Yeah.
I don't even think he made that much. I mean, of course,
Did your mom have a job?
sometimes, I mean, when we were real little, she worked at a bank. She was like a bank teller, and then she taught piano lessons, and
Mm,
she just had like little jobs. She would try to get extra money,
yeah.
little things here and there, but she never had a full-time job. And actually, my dad, they're the generation
Yeah.
he didn't want women to work.
Yeah.
It means that he's not doing what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
So, I wanted her to work. I was like, go please,
Leave me
leave us. Yeah,
alone.
yeah, please get out. Yeah, but she had a job as a bank teller for a while. Oh,
Mm.
the banker. She got in trouble because she was working at this bank, and a celebrity came in, and it was
Uh-huh.
like like a celebrity. Everybody knew him, but he was an older guy, and my mom didn't recognize him. So when he came up to the her window, she
Uh-huh.
said, "Hi, can I have your ID?" Like normal. You get
Oh,
you get the ID and you write down everything. And he was all mad, I guess, and she got fired.
I did exactly the same thing. I was the
No.
worst. I was the worst because I was working at the Caesar's Palace VIP lounge. Celebrity comes to check in. I don't know anybody except and especially sports athletes. And tall black guy walked in. I have no idea. Hi, welcome to Caesar's Palace. and may I have your ID? And he was like, you don't know me? Like, no, sir. And then, yeah, I have to check your ID. And so, and my coworker who was working next to me, and he was like Latino guy. He knows sports. Like, oh, Mr. Brown, sorry about that. And she's new. No, I'm not new. And
Oh, you said I'm not new. Oh shit. Oh no. Ruined it for yourself. Oh.
yeah, I'm not new. And it's like, no, it's okay. I'll take care of it. Take care of it. Mr. Brown, I'll take care of you. And he accepted it and he did that. But I have that, yeah, so many times I couldn't recognize famous people. And then, yeah, I didn't get in trouble, but yeah, I did that so many times. Yes. Okay. Uh, I, how can we stop shooting?
How can we stop shooting? How can they stop killing each other? How can we stop
Yes.
hating?
How can we stop it? Hating, I think they're coming from insecurity. They wanna be better, feel superior than other people.
And
Because
they
they're
hate
insecure.
themselves.
Yes, they hate themselves. It's like narcissist thing. They deep down they were hating themselves, but they want to put someone beneath them so they feel better about themselves. And then, but worship people, certain people who are doing better than them, but they need someone beneath them, so they look down.
You know what? Like, I really hate the Electoral College.
Me too. What? How to say?
Electoral.
Electoral college is the stupidest system I've ever heard.
Yeah.
So stupid.
It doesn't even make sense. How can we have so many states, so many people in California? We're like I think we're the biggest economy in the United States. And then we only have small amount of electoral votes. Why? Why don't we have more? Because why doesn't it go by, first of all, population, like the person, and then second of all, okay, maybe it should go by economic value. Whoever makes, maybe the states that make the most money, if they don't want, I mean, it should just go by.
Seriously, comes to voting, states don't matter. Just popular vote as the voice of citizens. So states doesn't matter. Just go with the popular vote number. And also, they always trying to separate Democrat or Republican. Like, why would we even have to register as a Democrat or Republican? Why have to be like choose? I want to choose president because who the person is, not because of he's a Democrat or he's a Republican. Both Democrat and Republican are so extreme. I want to be more like a middle. There's compromise, and then
most people are in the middle actually.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
So why do I have to choose to register?
The only reason why they do that, we have less than a minute left, is so that way for the primaries, you can vote in the primaries. Otherwise, that's the reason.
Primary?
The primary voting, like before the election, you vote. And so the primary vote is Democrats vote for Democrats, Republicans vote for Republicans only. And that's the reason to choose. It's bullshit.
Bullshit. I just want to choose person that I believe in.
But you can. You don't have to vote with your party.
Yeah. So that's
we solved it. Okay. Well.
Yeah.